Stampin' friends, this is Lisa with Live and Let Stamp, and today we're going to make this fun summer card. So I live in Florida and today is June 16th and right now it is 88 degrees and according to my weather fanatic husband it feels like 100. And our high today is 94 and it'll probably feel like 105 with the humidity. So summer has definitely landed in Florida. So I thought I'd make a summer card with the Splash and Relax bundle, which is so cute and so fun. And best of all, you can make these in the air-conditioned comfort of your home, which is fabulous. So it comes with all of these fun stamps where you can make floaties and then decorate them on the inside. You can make beach balls. You can, this is all another decoration for the life preserver shape. The sentiments are fun. Relax and enjoy. Wishing happiness floats your way. Would be great for that. Thank you. It's your day to make a splash. Fun in the sun and hello sunshine. So these are really good not only for cards, but absolutely would be wonderful to do for scrapbook pages too, for your fun in the sun pictures. The dies are also really fun because you can use them to cut out, and I've used most of them on this card. The only thing I have left are some of these, but this cuts out that float and this cuts out the beach ball, and these pieces, this is going to make a bottle of suntan lotion along with this one. And I didn't make that one for today, but it does make a bottle of suntan lotion, which is really cute. So these are the dies that I did use in my card today, and if you don't have this gorgeous diamond, it is the best thing because as you're die cutting and you're taking off your dies, you can just toss them right there on this. It's made by Spellbinders. I don't get any commission or anything. I'm not advertising for that. I'm just saying this is the best thing to keep on your craft desk so you don't lose your dies. Or at least it helps you not lose your dies. So I used those dies as well as the Stylish Shapes dies to do the sentiment and the squares in the background. So, oh, one thing that I did on the sunglasses, and I'm going to show you how I did it today, was on the lenses. I used some of the brand new shimmer glitter pen or brush. It's not a pen, it's a brush to brush on. This is the Crisp Cantaloupe, and it gives it those lenses like a shine, which I thought was a pretty cool looking feature there. So I'll show you how I did that today. So let's get started with the card. I chose to do a white card base, so I'm using the thick basic white. So this is thicker than the regular basic white, and I highly recommend it for card bases. One of the things that has always kept me with Stampin' Up, even long before I was a demonstrator, was the quality of the cardstock and how it makes great card bases that are sturdy and substantial, which I really love. So I'm just gonna make a regular, oh, let me do that 4 1/4. Almost messed that up. A2 size card. So I'm gonna score this right here at 4 1/4. And so it'll be 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 when it is folded. Bone folder gives you this really nice fold for the base of your card. And they always open a little easier one way or the other. So this is going to be the front. So the background paper I'm using is this specialty DSP called Splash of Sparkles. It is currently available. And I just thought the colors were, you know, really summery looking, and you get some foiling there. It is a specialty paper because of that. And I love the ones that have like the multi-colors on them. It's really, really pretty paper. So I took that piece of paper and I cut it into, it's a 12 by 12, so I cut it into 6 card bases. I'm sorry, like bottom panels for my background. So I got all of these, 4, 5, and then this one. So 6 out of that one sheet of DSP, and you're going to get 2 of these, so you could make 12 cards using this design. So the one I'm going to use today is this one. So I have my card base. I'm going to try really hard not to lose things today. Won't that be nice? And we have our background. I'm not going to put that on just yet because we're going to do a little something with some ribbon. So let's go ahead and put together our super cute little pieces. Oh my goodness, look at all the cat fur. So we're going to make a visor, and we're going to have flip-flops, and I did the bottom of the flip-flops in Bubble Bath and the top in Strawberry Slush. And Strawberry Slush is one of the colors in the DSP. And then we're going to have some Coastal Cabana sunglasses with their lenses. And then this will be our sentiment coming up in a bit. So to help me with that, I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to use the putty tip because it's so convenient just to be able to pick that up. Another thing that you could use are the adhesive sheets if you just want to turn these little pieces into stickers. You could definitely see doing that, but they're really not that hard to glue. So now we're going to put that right there. And I hope, you know what, I put it on the wrong sandal. Put that down a little bit. I think it looks better on this one. Okay, and now we'll do the other one. Just teeny little drops of glue. And put that right there. Okay, so there are our flip-flops. And now we'll do our visor. And there's our visor. So on this one, I didn't do the visor, I did the cup in 2 colors. So this is Lemon Lolly and Daffodil Delight. And then these. And you know what I just realized? I meant to do these in the orange because there's no pink in my paper. Let me see if there's a better paper for this one then. Arr! There's no yellow in that one. There's pink and there's purple there. Yikes. And I should have, oh, that's all of them. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. The best laid plans of mice and men. Okay, so you can see how these lenses go. They kind of dip down like that. So I'm just going to put a little drop of glue here. And then pick that up with my putty and put that down. Turn it a little. And then this one will go right there. Okay. Trying to think really quickly if I want to change those flip-flops. See how it's gonna look. Just gonna lay these on. So when you're card making, you never quite know how it's gonna turn out. Mine rarely ever turn out like I picture them in my head, because I come up with a different idea, a better idea. And I think what I'll do is kind of mix these up. Put those right in the middle. Okay, what do we think? You know, I really want to match that tangerine. I mean, the timid tiger. So I think I'm gonna cut that out. So here's my timid tiger, and this is a really good reason to save your little scraps. And I think I will do, maybe I'll do the bottoms in white or maybe beige. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way, and we are going to make our flip-flops using the timid tiger. So if they kind of have a beige bottom, I think that will work. Get it. This is the basic beige. And I'm going to go ahead and get my dies. So the dies look like this. So we're going to do the bottom in the beige, and we'll do the top in the timid tiger. And I'm just gonna run these through real quick, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right. So one of my sandals tried to run away. All right, so we have that, and we're gonna get these off carefully. Okay. You can see how my cutting plates are well loved and very well used. Got some glue there. You know, and they do warp, and you know what I do? I just press down and push them right on through. Okay, so this is for our right slipper. I think this is gonna look better. Let me put that on my putty. Okay. And some little drops. Shake that down. There we go. Doesn't take much. One drop does a lot. There we go. Now we have sandals that coordinate with our background paper. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put them on our white squares. So again, this is the Stylish Shapes squares. This is the next to smallest, I believe, square. Okay, so we have that. And now we'll put on our visor. And that's the back. There we go. That will work. Push that down, and now that has glue on the back, so I'm gonna just flip that over. And the back of our sunglasses. And those will go, I'm gonna put those on a little angle. And then I'm gonna shine those lenses up. So what I'm gonna use the clear Wink of Stella for this one. This is the clear glitter brush made by Wink of Stella. And basically you just paint it. And I'm just gonna paint one and then hope you can see the difference between the two. You can see the shine, and I love that shine, you know, kind of like, you know, mirrored sunglasses, or, you know, that have nice lenses. So that's a nice little touch. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so in the background, you see on this one, I used the Lemon Lolly as a background. On this one, I think I'm gonna do the same. So let me get some Lemon Lolly. And it's just a really light, summery yellow that I really like a lot. And we're gonna need a piece that is 2 inches. By 5 1/4 to go completely across that background GSP. Okay, so we're just gonna adhere that right in the middle. Use my Stampin' Seal. Don't need much of that. It's a very strong adhesive. So I'm counting the little squares on my grid paper, 4 up and 4 down, 4 up and 4 down. Okay. All right, now we're gonna add some ribbon. Just think the strip of ribbon in the background looks nice. So this is my Timid Tiger ribbon. Last I saw this was on Last Chance. And look at this cute little dispenser piece that I made out of a note card and a little punch. It's this punch right here. And all I have to do is pull it to whatever length you need. The new Stampin' Up snips that are coming out cut this ribbon perfectly. You definitely want to leave a little out to keep on pulling for your next outing. And that's going to go right across the center. And the way I do that, if you try to like put a strip of adhesive and put it down, it's not always straight. So I go on the back and I put Stampin' Seal on each side. And then I'm going to see where the middle is. Right there. So I'm going to put it right 2, 4, 6, 8 in the middle. Push it down. And then I'm going to bring it along the back. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, which is right there. You don't want to pull it a lot, but you do want to have it a bit snug. Voila. it's freestanding, it's not glued down. If you want to throw a couple drops of glue under there, you can. I don't, because it's not going anywhere. So now we're ready to put this on the card base. So let's add some Stampin' Seal. I do like to put a little Stampin' Seal right on that ribbon as the main point of contact there. Now, when I was playing with my Wink of Stella, or my Stampin' Up, you can see I got a couple drops of Timid Tiger there. So I'm trying to decide if I want that at the top or the bottom. I think I want it at the bottom. Just makes it prettier, actually. You know, that gives me an idea I hadn't thought of. You could take that and you could like do the tapping on your finger and like put little drops of shininess on your paper. I'm gonna have to try that. Whoops. Stay straight, stay straight. Okay, now I'm gonna lay them on to see how I want them. Maybe with the flip-flops in the center and the glasses on the right and the visor on the left. Or I think I want this on the same side as that color, and this will go in the middle, and then our sunglasses. Yep, love that. Absolutely love that. All right, so for this, I'm going to figure out what the center is. And I was going to do that with my little ruler, which should be, oh, it is in my cup, my little supply cup there. All right, so I'm just going to lay that on there, lining up the 0 and the 5 1/4, and halfway between that, actually going to use the Stampin' Seal where it'll go above and below the ribbon. Okay, so half of 5 1/4 is 2 1/2 plus an 8, so it's 2 5/8 right there. So it's about right, and I'm just, you know, right there's about right. So that's like 1 7/8. That's like 1. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. I have a little bit of adhesive on that. So there. Ooh, this is the best thing. These little gum erasers. And then it's just a matter of sliding in. I want to be on the top and bottom. Top and bottom. And then we're just going to kind of put these equidistant, same height. Likewise here. Try to line up those bottoms as best you can. So cute. I just love these. These are just so cute. And now for our sentiments. I think I'm going to put it on this side. Let's go ahead and put that on. I'm using liquid glue for this so it has a little bit of give. If I need to slide it a little bit to get it in the center. Oh, wow. That was right on the first try. And then I'm going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. Put 2 of those on the back. Free capper. And put that on. Let's see. This side, this side. Let's see. How about right about. No, I want it on the other side. Voila. Love it. All right, so now all it needs is some bling. So let's see what we have here. So I was using these That one's actually really pretty with that green. I think that orange is too bright. And then I do have the in color ones where we could use the Timid Tiger. I kind of like the sparkle of these. These are called Sunset Sparkle Sequins. This goes with the Scenic Coast Suite. So do I want the pinkish ones or bluish ones? Definitely the blue-green ones. Use my spatula. Let's have one there. And let's have another large one here. And then let's do some small ones. There. There. And there. Let me move this one down a little bit. There we go. Relax and enjoy. Ready to send. So let's put these up here so you can see them in 2 different color schemes. Again, this is the Splash and Relax bundle that you can get from Stampin' Up! Currently. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, and cool rest of your day.